Hi everyone. So today I just thought I'll talk about friends and inner circle and those kind of things. So I've been doing a little thinking, and with 30 years of experience, I thought I can talk a little about making friendships and then how those friendships sometimes don't last long. They break along the way, and then we get a little upset and heartbroken, and then we find it difficult to sort of pull ourselves together and get on with life. So I'm going to talk a little about that today. So whenever we say join a school or join a new office or you go to any new place, we have that sort of a feeling to quickly move along, mingle with people, and sort of make those quick connections and friendships. Otherwise, there is a sense of insecurity. There is a small feeling that, okay, am I not getting accepted? Is something wrong with me? Do people not like me? Will people not like me? There are tons of questions which fill our head, and we feel like um, we are not doing enough or we aren't enough. And that's why probably the outside world is sort of rejecting us, even if they aren't. These are questions in our mind. For all you know, they might be occupied with something else, or they might be other thoughts in their head. So these are all thoughts in our head that sort of constantly make us over anxious and make us overthink. So to get sort of rid of all of these thoughts, the best thing to do is to be yourself, to be very natural in any situation. So whether you join a new school, whether you go to a new place, whether you join work, just be yourself. And if people appreciate you for that, if people want to be friends with you for that, great. But if they are going to see some flaws in you, they are going to see the negative aspects too, and everyone has flaws. So we need to accept that. And if people are willing to accept you with those flaws, then great. Difference of opinion is going to be there because we are all made different. And if there's a minor difference of opinion, if there is a slight sort of difference of opinion, it can be fixed quickly. And but if the difference is a little wide and it's sort of coming up on different issues, and it's you're not able to reconcile, then it's a bit of a problem. You're not compatible with that particular person. You need to realize that sooner or later, and you also need to accept that that friendship might not last long, and it might not stand the test of time. So it's okay. Not every friendship is meant to bloom into something forever. Not everything is forever. So we need to understand that at a fundamental level. And then going ahead, it's very important to define who those five friends are. So you're coming back to who is your inner circle. I know this has been talked about a lot by psychologists and other people, and even I have been sort of told that I should figure out who those five friends are who I wish to keep for life, or who I know for sure are going to be there for me at any particular moment in my life. So whether it's difficulties, whether it's happy times, whether it's whatever, through my ups and downs, who's going to stick with me during those times. So I need to figure that out, and I need to be very clear in my head that these are those five people who are going to stay with me, and they will always be there no matter what. So, and then I cannot go back and say, oh no, she's not here because XYZ happened. She's not here because something happened. She had something pressing to do. Then those are not my inner people who are in my inner circle. So if they're going to be in my inner circle, they're going to stand with me for life in any situation, no matter if they have something pressing, they have something urgent. If I need them, they'll be there for me. And if they're not there, then they don't belong there. Then I need to sort of slowly push them back. So it's like a very intelligent mind game. So for example, you have say 50 or 500 or whatever Facebook friends or Insta friends or whatever. So now you are expecting in your head for all these people to like you. That's never going to happen. It's just not going to happen, because you can't expect all of them to like your photos, to chat with you through the day, to sort of instantly connect with you, to constantly be in touch with you, to sort of get to know you better, to know your family, to hang out with you, to sort of constantly meet with you and have get-togethers. It's not going to happen. So everyone has their own priorities in life. Everyone has their own inner circle. They have their own inner circle. They have their own set of 50 or 500 friends. Facebook friends, and they need to do their own sorting, friend sorting, and you need to do your own friend sorting. So it's not going to happen that all of them, or even if you enter a room, for everyone, those 100 or 200 people in that room to like you, no. That's why they're called Facebook friends. They're called Facebook friends for a reason. They're just there. That's it. They observe, they know you're there, they acknowledge your presence, they're cordial with you when they meet you, and that's it. That's the equation we share. That's the relation we share. Nothing beyond that, nothing more, nothing less. But then when it comes to your inner circle, be very, very careful in choosing who stays there. Because those people, or even if you are a part of someone's inner circle, and if someone tells you that, hey, listen, I really consider you to be my close friend, and I want you here, I need you here, you're my inner circle, I can rely on you, I can just fall back on you any day, and I know you will be there for me. If someone confides in you and tells you that, then you need to be there for that person no matter what. Only if you are there for that person will that person be there for you. So it always works on a reciprocal basis. So it can't be that people are always there for you, but you're not there for them when they need you. So it's sort of a mutual connection that you strike with that person, and it takes time. Initially, there are going to be fights, there are going to be misunderstandings, there are going to be difference of opinion, and you're going to have those little moments when you're not going to be talking to each other, you're going to ignore each other, you're going to be talking to other people, but somewhere deep down you want to get back to that person. So you will eventually reach out to that person, or they will eventually reach out to you. So that's going to happen, and you know that end of the day you're going to be friends with that person for life. So pick those people, pick those few rare people, and put them in your inner circle. Now, after having put them there, if you feel, or if you come to a point in life, or at any juncture, if you feel, oh no, this person wasn't there for me really, I expected this person to do something, I would have done it for them, but they didn't do this for me. If you get such a feeling, then immediately you need to sort of do a calculation in your head. You need to step back a little and think, did I miscalculate? Did I get overly friendly with them over a very short period of time? Did I drag them into my inner circle too soon? That's the question you need to ask yourself. And if the answer is yes, this is the hardest part of the whole thing. This is the toughest task, but you need to sort of slowly drag them out and push them outside. Now, it's very easy to pull someone inside, but to push them outside is going to be difficult. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of, it's a very difficult thing to do emotionally and mentally. But you need to have that sort of patience, and you need to develop that mindset. You need to get stronger, and you need to tell yourself that, listen, I did a mistake. I made a quick decision, an impulsive decision. I brought them in too soon. Let me push them back a little. Do that. It's not going to happen overnight. So slowly you will have to cut off ties. Slowly you will have to not completely cut off ties, not like just cut them off from your life. No, don't do that. Keep in touch with them. Stay with them. Everyone is nice. No one is a bad person. No one is, horrible person just because they weren't there for you, or just because they didn't do something you expected them to do. That doesn't make them bad. No. Everyone's a nice person. Everyone has flaws. We accept them with flaws. But when we are sort of figuring out our inner circle, we are emotionally connected to those people. And that is the reason why we feel hurt or disappointed or dejected when someone doesn't do something we expected them to do. And that is the reason why we are slowly pushing them away. We're not pushing them away because they're bad people. So that's what I'm trying to convey. So don't misunderstand me when I say that we need to slowly cut off ties with them. No, we need to slowly push them out of our inner circle, but still they'll be a part of our larger circle. So they will still be there in our lives. We will be in touch with them, but not as often as we'd like to be in touch with them. So occasionally, maybe catching up, maybe meeting up. Let them take the initiative. Why should you always take the initiative? Allow them to take the initiative and meet up if you can. But with your inner circle, you're not going to give up on them. because they will never give up on you. So you need to stay in touch with them, you need to talk to them, you need to stay connected with them, you need to be for them during their difficult times, during their highs also. Even when they want to celebrate moments, you're going to go for those parties or whatever, you're going to be with them during their happy times. So define that inner circle, define those close set of friends, and then you won't have emotional disturbances when it comes to friendships. The sorting is already done in your head. You're not going to rethink that, or you're not going to go over it twice. You're not going to think about whether, oh my god, she didn't sort of do this for me, she didn't for instance, when say someone, a close relative or someone is not feeling well, and you are in sort of distress, you're in a sort of a bad mood, or you're in distress and you need someone by your side, that person who's in your inner circle will be with you at that time. If they're not there with you at that time when you need them, and they make up an excuse or they make up a reason, and they're making up an excuse, or when you feel like I would have been there for that person on that day no matter what, then they don't deserve to be in your inner circle, and then you need to slowly push them away. So it's very, very essential and important to do the sorting in your head, because then you'll never be disappointed. Because if you're disappointed, it's because of your own miscalculation, not because people disappointed you. People never disappoint you. They don't disappoint you and you can't blame them also, because people have their own priorities. They have their own inner circle. Not necessary that someone you keep in your inner circle will put you in their inner circle. It's not necessary. Keep that in mind. So that'll give you a lot of stability in your thinking, stability in your emotions, and stability in the way you function in life, the way you interact with people, the way you connect. So for example, someone has disappointed you and you're slowly pushing them out of your inner circle. The next time you strike a friendship with a new person, you'll think, okay, am I rushing am I rushing? Is this too soon? Am I getting too emotionally attached to them? Have I become too close to them too soon? You will think. And it's good that you're thinking, because you need to think before you drive them into your inner circle. Because once you do that, then your expectations are too high. When you set your expectations too high and they suddenly drop, that's when you get disappointed. So do not allow yourself to get disappointed by rushing into relationships or friendships. No. Take your time. Take your time to judge the person. Take your time to analyze the person. Take your time to check your compatibility, to see whether you all connect on certain issues, emotionally, mentally. Do you all connect? And judge that, or do that over a period of 2 or 3 years or 4 years even. I would say not even 1 year is too soon. Do that over a period of time. And then slowly, take down that veil and sort of get personal with them, sort of bring down your shield, and then start establish that emotional connect with them. Start sharing with them, get deep with them, have that connection with them, share your personal stuff with them if you feel it's appropriate at that time. And that's when you get emotionally close. You don't rush into relationships. You don't, the first meet, second meet, third meet, you're not all into, hey, you know what, my mom had this health issue. Hey, you know what, today I was feeling a little depressed. Hey, you know what, I have this particular health problem. Hey, you know what, I just bought this new house and you know how much it's worth. Hey, I got this new car today. No. We're not doing that. We're not sharing personal details. These are all personal details. Health issues, health conditions mainly, and any financial details, all of these are very personal things. You don't share these publicly with everyone you meet for the first time or the second time or the third time. Sharing these details can only be done with the person you trust the most. So first build that trust. Allow yourself to develop that trust. Give it time. Take your time to judge the person, and then only then confide in them. And this will be only to 2 or 3 people whom you consider close, not the 50 or 500 people on Facebook and Instagram. No, it doesn't work that way. Those 50 or 500 people, they may like you, you may like them, you're cordial with them, they're cordial with you. Occasionally you meet, occasionally you talk, you discuss general things with them. They like your photos, great. They subscribe to your channel, great. That's a bonus. And even if they don't, it's okay. So it's fine. But your inner circle is your most important. That is your core. So if that gets destroyed, then that's a problem. Then there's an emotional disturbance. As long as that is intact, your emotional state and your mental state is intact, you know that there are people for you. It could be two people also. It could be your very own parents, but be content with that. I have my parents and that's it. And seriously, having parents as friends is not really, being childish or being a kid or being immature. No. I'm 31 years old. I'm going to be 31. I still have my parents are my very good friends. I share almost everything with them. Doesn't make me a child. I'm a very mature person and I can take care of myself also. I'm independent also. So having your parents as friends is not some flaw or anything like that. It is just you being comfortable with them and you being comfortable confiding certain things in them. So it's even if your inner circle is only your parents, it's still fine. So, and sometimes it happens that way, that you can't tell certain things to everyone, so you confide in your parents. If your inner circle is someone from your family, even that's great, because you feel you're comfortable with them, you have that connect with them, you share that equation with them, you're more comfortable with them, so you're sharing something with them. That's fine. You need not have those friends who are partying all the time and you're just pub hopping with them, you're having an amazing nightlife and they are your inner circle. They could be nothing wrong with that. They could be your inner circle and you could be very comfortable with them. It works for people. I'm a very different person. I'm not very socially outgoing and very interactive, and that way I'm not a person with an active nightlife. So I am more comfortable with people who are close to me, say family or parents. I'm that kind of a person. So I believe in staying at home, watching a nice movie at home. I like to be at home. I'm sort of a home bird. So I like it when family visits, when close relatives come home, when I attend weddings, I'm the happiest. So I enjoy those kind of functions and I enjoy that more. So everyone is different. Everyone is made different. Everyone has different sort of priorities and everyone has different likings. So if you're but be clear in defining your inner circle. Be clear in your mind who you want to put in your inner circle. If you're going to introduce a person in your inner circle, that person stays there for life. That's a forever. And then there's no changing that. So be careful about that and then you won't be disappointed. That's what I wanted to share with you today, and I'm very happy that I spoke about this because it's been in here in my chest for a long time and I really wanted to impart this to someone because I learned it the hard way. I went through a roller coaster of emotions before learning this, and I was told by several people to be careful about my inner circle so that I don't disappoint myself, I don't harm my fragile heart, and I've learned it the hard way. But now that it's out there, I'm happy to help, and if 10 other people get educated about this, I'm very happy to do that. So it's actually I feel better after sharing this. So thank you.